Good morning or good evening, good afternoon. My name is Mrs. Williams, and this is a casual get to know me video. Not only me as a teacher, but for my classes as well. And currently I teach High School Art 1, Painting 2, Sculpture 2, and Art 3 or Advanced Portfolio. About myself casually is I love teaching art and I love collecting all things Bob Ross, and so you'll see a couple items of Bob Ross in my classroom. And I'm also a nerd in that I love Star Wars, Avengers, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, anything nerdy that you can throw at me. I love it. And so I'll usually bring that into some of my lessons, but I do know that it's a hit and miss with my students, so I'll try to stray away from it. This year, we are treating the art room a little bit differently when it comes to what you need to bring the first day of school or first week of school. Previously, it was just bring a pencil and we'll work from there, and the supplies are given to you. However, this year, we are changing it up a bit in that eventually every class will have a specific required materials list. This is now available in Google Classroom, so if you want to pause the video and go check out that required materials list, that's fine. The required materials will be checked August 24th for a grade in the grade book. So you want to make sure within the first week that you get those supplies as soon as possible. Now, there are a couple ways you can get these supplies. You can shop through general stores, so Walmart, Target, Michael's. You can bring them from home. If you're an artist at heart like Mrs. Williams and you already have this stuff, you can just bring it in and just call it your required materials, and that's fine. If you do not want to hassle with shopping or sorting through your hundreds of pencils at home, you can also buy a kit already pre-made at school. So every class will have a kit that belongs to them that includes your supplies for the first semester and a sketchbook as well. The sketchbook will last all year long, and the supplies will last one semester. However, once you buy them, they are yours. Most kits are $20 and can be bought just through the front office through cash, check, or card, except for the most advanced class I have, Portfolio, which due to the quality of supplies in their kit will cost just a little bit more at $30. All right. What to expect in art class. You've never taken art before, or you took one class and now you're diving into a different studio level class, or you took a studio level class and now you're in Portfolio. What's going to happen? So starting with High School Art 1. High School Art 1, we want you guys to be really good at the foundations and the basics of art. And so this year we're going to be working a lot on our drawing skills and our shading skills and our realism skills and our grid portrait skills. And so it's a lot of the foundations, while also in accumulating a love for artists that are still alive and artists who have passed on. Painting. We're going to start the year with watercolor, and then we're going to move on to acrylic, and finally end up in oil if the weather and COVID permits. Sculpture, you are going to start with paper and cardboard sculptures. I know that sounds a little weird, but eventually we're going to move into clay, plaster, and wire, which are really the projects that I know you guys are craving. Portfolio, we are going to get college or trade school or firm ready, which means creating resume pieces that show how good you are as an artist and why an art college would be so lucky to have you on as one of their students. If you're not planning on going to a creative college, this is still great for any trade school or any creative career that you may have down the line, such as architecture, any design, any marketing. They want to see that you have visual fine art skills as well and that you're a creative thinker. Art room expectations. If you are in class in person, really our expectations are all about respect, and follow. So we ask that you respect the students around you. We ask that you respect your own supplies and the supplies of others. We ask that you respect the teacher, and we ask that you follow the student handbook. Super simple. So if you do respect, and follow, what can I do for you? What can Mrs. Williams do for you in the classroom? Essentially, the biggest word I would say is freedom. When you respect, and follow, and do so on a day-to-day basis, proving yourself to be a good student, I allow you to have more privileges. This is when we get to break out some fun supplies and some fun projects. This is where we get to crack jokes and get to do art that we really want to do, whether that's drawing an athlete that we love, an actor that we love, a music album that that we love, of course, if they're school appropriate. But I want to be able to give you as much freedom and choice in the classroom, whether that's as simple as choosing what you're going to draw for the day, as complex as choosing where you're going to sit for the day, and even more complicated, I have had classes where I just let them listen to music and we'll jam out as we're sculpting or painting.